me like.
Hey beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is going to be a tutorial and we're all about that base, and that's foundation, concealer, contour, bronzer, highlight, etc. So today I'm going to start off with moisturizing with my Neutrogena. I don't remember where I got this from, but I actually like it a lot, and I just put a little bit everywhere because a little bit goes a long way. And I'm just going to blend it. I don't believe in primer, but I do moisturize my face because to hold the amount of makeup that I put on my face, Lord knows my skin needs to be ready. And I'm gonna start with this. And I like this one because it gets tacky, so it helps my foundation last a little bit longer when it's tacky. And it feels amazing when your skin's dry, especially in the winter time. And then after that, I'm gonna go in with foundation. And for foundation, I use my Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Vanilla. And I just kind of like let it drip down my face. Like that. And then I get a brush like this, a flathead brush. Or a flat top brush, and I just kind of blend it like so. All over the place. So that way my skin has one complexion instead of having redness and discoloration. I just kind of blend it everywhere. Sometimes I get a little bit more because I have a big face. I swear I have a big face. So I'm just add that much more and just blend that right here. And then when I'm done blending that out with the brush, I use a beauty sponge and I just bounce it around to make sure that it's blended flawlessly. You don't have to do this, but I like to do it because I think it just makes it look better. But it's your opinion. Do what you want to do with your face, your makeup. And then with this side, like I just let it droop like that. My brush, blend. And I don't use a lot of foundation anymore because I don't really need that much, I don't think. But in high school, oh my, we was full coverage, baby. We was caked up on an everyday night and morning. Double caked up because the coverage was so crazy. And I'm just gonna blend it like this, like so. And then when I'm done with that, I'm gonna take my beauty sponge and just bounce it around. I make weird faces, I think we all do. I think it's normal for us to make weird faces when we do our makeup. We're just gonna blend that like that. I'm gonna put a little dot on my chin. And blend it like so. I don't like to run liquids down my neck, so I try to match my foundation to my neck. Because it's just uncomfortable for me to have liquid running down my neck. But if you want to run a liquid down your neck, I guess you could. Like, it's all your preferences. Like, I just prefer not to. The forehead or the 5 head, because I got a big forehead. I got like a 7 head, not gonna lie, it's pretty big. And I have 3 different beauty sponges, by the way. So when you see me, so if you see a different sponge for like every other step, that's why. But now that that's blended out, I'm gonna move on to contour. And for contour, I like to use this e.l.f. cream contour palette. I almost call it a kit. It's definitely not a kit, it's definitely a palette. And if I can get it open without breaking my nail, that'd be great. Like, amazing. There we go. Broken nail, no, just playing. And this one's a rather new one, so it looks like this. And I just take a brush like this, because it is a cream. And I dip into the shades that I think suit my skin tone. And then I just put it right here, like, okay, so contour your cheekbones. Imagine, like, I don't know how to explain it, but just go under your cheekbone, but above your jawline, like from your ear down here, like so. And I just like to make that line as straight and defined as possible. And then I blend it up, because if you blend it down, it's gonna drag your face. So I have to blend it up. Like that, and it gives us that lifted effect. This side looks a little messed up and busted because she is, and this side looks more snatched and more defined. And that's how you want it to look. And then I'm gonna do the other side. Same thing. That line. Right from my ear, right there. Blend it up. I'm also gonna be contouring my nose, just to let you guys know. And then, there we go. We're looking kind of snatched, kind of, sort of, but not really because it's just kind of, sort of snatched. And then I like to do my forehead, and for that I just dip into the palette and just put a line all down my forehead, just like that. And I blend this out in circular motions. But I kind of blend it down too while I do that because I wanted to make my forehead look a little bit smaller. Because like I said, I do have quite a bit of a big forehead, sadly. Not proud of it, but it happens. And then I like to contour my nose. And for my nose, I use a little thin brush like this. It's like that, the tip, very thin. And I just dip into the shade that best suits my skin tone. Ooh, almost messed up. And I like to just draw a line. Just like that. And I like to connect it to my brow bone. It makes it look more natural. And just like that. And then we can just blend it with the back side. Like so. And now you don't have to contour your nose. If you don't have a big nose like me, you don't have to contour it. I'd like to make my nose look a little bit smaller. I want to just do a little circle on the tip of my nose. And I'm gonna blend. And you can see the difference. Like this side looks like a little more snatched, like more, I guess, more better, I guess you can say. And this side kind of doesn't look too hot. But we want to just blend that as good as best as we can. And then I'm gonna draw the other side. I'm gonna put a line down the other side. I guess I'm drawing today. And you want to be very careful because if you do it wrong, you can make your nose look huge. But I don't like to make my nose look too thin. Because then it's like, dang, she has a lot of makeup on. So I just like to make it kind of thin, kind of slim down. Then kind of not too snatched. Because I don't want like a drag queen on my day-to-day basis. I love drag queens, but... And I can do drag makeup, but I don't do that on like a simple makeup kind of day. Or I don't want to wear drag or be in drag all day. So I'm gonna just go over with my sponge right here and make sure everything's all blended nicely. And then I'm gonna go back in with this little guy. Blend this part a little bit more. Like that. And now powder, or no, I'm lying, concealer. And for concealer, I use the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade 22N, which is light neutral. And with my concealer, I place it very strategically because when I highlight certain parts of the face, I put one right here, one right here, one right here, one right here, and one right here, and one right here. Then I like to do the slightest bit like that on my nose. So that way it kind of makes my nose look a little bit more snatched. And to blend that out, I like to use this sponge. This beauty sponge. I think it's a Morphe sponge if I remember correctly. But I don't remember where I get all my sponges from. I just kind of buy them whenever I'm out and I have the chance to. And I'm gonna just, and blend, you have to blend your concealer kind of fast because it does dry down really quick. So yeah, move fast, but make sure it's blended nicely. I know my forehead's not done yet. Don't drag me for that. I gotta go back and blend that a little bit more. But I just want to make sure that most of my face is all blended out. And you don't want to drag. Don't drag. You want to pat. Bounce. Don't drag, because if you drag, it's just going to smear it. And it's not going to look that good. Just like that, like that. Blend the forehead a little bit more. And my eyebrows and my eye area, it was obviously completed before. because today's video is only about base. And then when I'm done with that, now it's powder time. And for powder, I like to use a Laura Mercier in the shade Translucent. And it's backwards for you guys, I think. But that's the shade that I like to use. So let's open it up. Dip some powder into the cap. Like that. And then I use this purple guy to bake. And I don't bake very heavily. At least I don't think I do. A lot of people bake a lot heavier than I do. And I like this one to bake because it has like this little flat end right here. I don't know if you can see, but it's a little flat end right there. I like to just kind of draw that line and then pack the product. And like I said, it's not gonna be a harsh bake because I have kind of dry skin already, so I don't bake too harshly. I just kind of go like that, and then we let that sit. Let's do the other side. Oh, my hair is in the way. And we just go like that. I need some more powder. Just like that. Oh my gosh, my hair wants to get out of the way. We can get this done way easier. Wait. I'm gonna get some more powder into my cap. That should be enough. And then I just kind of dip back into that. And finish this up because I didn't have enough powder the first time. And I go like that. And then I like to bake when I contour my nose. When I contour my nose, it sounds a little bit British. I like to just put a little bit of powder like this, just carry it like that. I like to just pack it, and like I said, don't try not to drag. Well, don't really drag it, just like lightly tap it, like that, like that, like that. So more powder because she has a snog. I'm just playing. My nose isn't that big, but I definitely like to bake. But then again, with the excess powder, I'm just gonna dab a little bit right here and on my chin, like so. And then I like to take a big fluffy brush and blend. I don't bake my forehead or my cheek. I don't think I know anyone that does that, but I'm gonna just put powder all over my forehead and my cheek to set all my cream products that I've used. And since I don't like to bake that much, I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out in a couple more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Someone's coming to your door. I don't even know the song. That's horrible. And then I'm gonna just blend that out because, like I said, I want it to kind of look natural. Like I want it to look too harsh and crazy because I don't want to look like I have a lot of makeup on my face, even though I might. Keyword might. And then this side, just blend. And then I'm gonna let the nose bake a little bit longer. And then I'm just put my pinky down like that, so I can see that little straight line right there. But you don't have to do that. That's something that I like to do sometimes. And then we just blend. And we just, with the powder on for my nose and my jaw, my cheek, I like to blend it under my eyes too, just set all those cream powder that I had on my face, like that. And then I'm gonna go in with this. That's not the right brush. I'm gonna just stick to this brush today and just keep blending like so. And now we're going to go on to bronzer. And for my bronzer, I'm going to use a Physicians Formula bronzer, the butter bronzer. And I'm going to just, she's broken, so we have to work with her. I'm going to just pop her up on like this. She looks like this. And smells like paradise, like literal paradise. And I'm just going to dip into it a little bit, tap it off on the back of my hand. And put that line down the middle where I contoured. And I'm going to blend upwards. Just like so. Blend, blend, blend. We're blending, we're blending, we're blending, we're blending. And then just like that. And the other side. Tap it off. My face kind of looks white right now. I don't know why. So we're gonna bronze my face up just to even it all out. Over here. I'm almost dipped into my powder, but it's or the wrong powder, should I say? And then right there, once you're done with that, I'm gonna bronze up this 5 head. And I do that in circular motions, just like so. And try not to use too much because these are all products that you can like build up. And now the jaw. Like I said, don't use too much because you want to build these kind of things up. Because once you put too much, you can't take away. But if you put a little bit, you can add. I learned that from Harold Styles, not from Harry Styles. He said you can add a little bit, you can always add more, but you can never take it back once it's already been put in. So like that. And then this side. So thank you, Harry Styles, for saving my life. And then we're gonna just blend, blend, blend. And I like to do the slightest bit. Ooh, right here on my chin, on my chin. And then I'm gonna take this little brush that I use to contour it, and I'm gonna just dip into my bronzer lightly and redefine those lines. Just like so. And then I like to get this sponge one more time and just kind of like go right here sometimes because I don't know, it's just a habit that I acquired somehow for some reason. And then for blush, I'm gonna use, I think it's pronounced Almar. If not, I'm so wrong, but I'm gonna use this one. It's a blush trio and it looks really beat up, don't judge me, but it looks like this. And I'm gonna dip into a little bit of all 3 shades. And with that, I'm gonna use this blush brush, just lightly dip into them, and then I'm still gonna tap it off. And just like that, just a little wash of color. And I love blush, like I honestly love blush so much. Like it just adds that little mwah to your face. I also like to put a little bit on my nose, like on the bridge of my nose. But not too much because then it's like I'm sick. Or it could look like you're sick. And then I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush and just blend it up some more. Blend, blend, blend. We're blending, we're blending, we're blending, we're blending. And then I'm gonna take this brush and just blend out my jaw contour, I guess you can call it. To soften it up. We have a couple more steps and we're done. We just have highlight and setting powder, and that's the base complete. My ears are so big, we gotta keep them covered. And then for highlight, I love this Anastasia So Hollywood highlight. Mine looks like this, the loose powder. The littlest amount goes the longest way. Let me show you guys something. You see that? It's the slightest little. Oh, that's stunning. Just like that. And you didn't have to double dip, just go in with the other side. But you can always dip in just like that, the slightest bit more. Just to go extra and be so Hollywood. Hence the name of the highlight. And this one's a very golden highlight. I personally like more golden highlights rather than like white or pink highlights. And then setting powder, and we're done. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment what you like, what you didn't like, what I can fix, what I can't fix. Let's all be nice in the comments. I'll be going through the comments. Have a nice day though. Love you guys. Stay safe.